Hello guys, welcome here to my channel, and today I want you to edit a YouTube video with me. So let's start. The first one, I'll be like listening to the video and trim out the parts that I don't want. Okay. Now the first one, let's increase the volume so that we can hear it more better. Let's increase the volume to the all clips. Done. Then let's start with the first clip. Listening to it. We still had though, but you'll have to ignore my hairstyle. But sometimes I kind of feel like it's beautiful. I know you're not seeing it better, but I kind of feel like it's another hairstyle. But I'm still gonna do it though, so let's focus. Oh, we are trimming the part that is not good. Still need to trim it again. No, it's better actually. So I'm sorry I didn't increase the lightings earlier, but we are still going to do it. So sorry. Now right here we are going to split it. Then Now it's just like feels like I actually did some things right here, so I have to undo most of the parts. Then now this is the right part, split and started to trim it. Now those look more better, so let's keep on moving. Oh, thank you guys for joining my live. Actually, I really appreciate you. So, actually, I hope you can see me. Let me make it better for you. Actually, thank you guys for joining me. So, we are going to edit, like, we are going to work on our YouTube video. And actually, I've already started to trim some parts. So, we are continuing to look for some parts that we don't actually need them. So I'm going to like split it, then I'm going to trim the parts that I don't actually want. Starting with this part, I'm going to start right here and trim it. And actually, thank you so much for being here. Please don't leave without subscribing to my channel, please. Okay, so we are going to continue to trim the parts that are actually extra. The parts like we don't need them. And if you ever wonder which like platform I'm using, is CapCut, because I always find it more easier and I've come to kind of like familiarize with it, so it's my always go-to app to like edit all my videos. Even though I'm still starting out, so be so much good for you to support me. Hey guys, I'm really grateful for you to be adding right here. So if you don't know me and if this is your first time, my name is Mercy and I am a real life story writer and I'm also a storyteller. And apart from that, I'm also a full-time student. And if you're wondering where I get like time to do all of that, it's actually not easy. It's very hard. We're just trying to survive, and yeah, we are fixing everything into our timetable and work with the system. And I've actually been working with the system that I actually built. Like I planned each and everything about my routine. So it's always like so much easy for me from waking up, doing each and everything that I want, attending this and then sessions, like the lectures, coming back and doing other things. Like I'm used to it. So let's get back to the video. Right here I'm still going to trim the parts like the where I was having the long pauses. I'm going to reduce them. And this video is actually is also about on how to budget on a low income. Yeah, most of us are still trying to budget whatever we have. So if we don't know how to manage the small amount that we have, we can't even manage be able to manage the high amount that we'll be getting. So managing the small amount that we have is still more crucial. So this is what this video is all about. So don't forget to stick around, and it'll be dropping soon though. I think the day after tomorrow. Yeah, and that is that. So let's continue with the gist. Actually, the one person that you actually stick around, I really do owe you. And actually, I love you too. So thank you. With my hair that actually I don't even know such much about it, but I think it's beautiful though. I was just taking out the braids, but I just think it's beautiful. Now let's continue to concentrate on the video. But after all, let me just like take you through about the video that we're just editing. Apart from being the video that talks about budgeting on low income, it also talks about the fixing our mindsets, like having side hustles and having a simple budget that really works for, for a specific person. Like each and everyone to have the simple budget that works for them. Yeah, so let's continue like right here. I'm still going to trim the parts that have the long pauses and don't make sense. We are going to split and then trim them. Yeah. Yeah, and also another thing about budgeting on the low income is just about tracking down the finances. Make sure you have, like, you know each and everything about your money, about the numbers that you have, numbers that you add, because most of us are really afraid to talk about the numbers. And actually, I'll be like a very good example of that person. I'm afraid to check the numbers. The numbers are like my bank balance, numbers about like maybe my views or something. I'm really afraid. Like I'm that just person who is really afraid to talk about anyone or to look at the numbers. Like something about numbers. It's not for me. So Actually, budgeting also comes with being comfortable with the numbers. Like be able to check on the numbers like anytime and be able to control them. Yeah. So we are still going to continue with the process because I just started out with increasing the volume. Then we are going to keep on trimming the process with the long pause. I actually will have used the transcribing part, but I just found out that the transcribing part will be removing even those pauses that should be actually in the video, so they keep trimming all of them out, and I actually don't like that, so I keep on doing each and everything by myself. Yeah, another thing is right here, you're going to still trim this part because it's kind of long pause that is not understandable. Yeah, kind of gonna remove it. Yeah, now let's look at it. Actually, I'm still really grateful for you guys who decided to join my life. I know that you have so many things to do, like to hang on and look for other things that are more interesting, but you still decided to be on my life. I'm really grateful though. I really appreciate you. So we are still gonna do what we wanna do, like this. Actually, other clips are really funny. Imagine me scratching my chin in front of a video. I actually don't know it. So let's keep on trimming the parts that don't make sense. Actually, there are so many clips that don't make sense. Actually, they're very funny though. We're gonna trim them. Actually, now let's keep on looking for other parts to trim. And after finding out that I actually trim with the important parts, now I have to like extend my trimming part and come out with the not important part that I want. Now let's look at something. Please, there is something that I really want to see. Alicia Johnson, hi to. How are you really doing, Alicia? And maybe I can see you and answer you. How are you really doing, Alicia? So I'm really happy that you joined, and let's continue on editing process. So let's move on to the this part. So we still have to trim it because doesn't make sense on the video. So we are still going to trim the parts. Let me look at this one. Now this part still don't make any sense, so we are still going to trim it again. Now let's see what we have got in here. And after all, guys, if you're finally really made it here, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll be dropping this video like on Wednesday, I think. No, actually today is Wednesday. I mean on Friday. So you guys please remember to subscribe, and you are going to see some tips on how to budget on a low income. So you just subscribe and everything will be good. But after all, on this channel, all we talk about is on how to grow together, how we learn together and have fun together, and each and everything about that. Because I'm also still finding myself though, so we are going to find ourselves together. We are going to grow together, we are going to learn together, and improve ourselves in each and many ways. Yeah, so we are going to grow together, to learn together, and to improve ourselves in each and different ways. So make sure you stick around, and actually we all enjoy the journey, and I'm also excited to be in this journey. So this is all about. Now let's move out to the, let's continue with our editing part. Now still let's continue with our editing parts, which we are editing our video on how to still budget on a low income. Like right here we are growing. The best thing is that I'm always looking down through the mirror. The best thing, guys, is just I'm always looking down just in the mirror. And if you don't actually see me properly, I don't know, maybe you can see my face right here. I know that's not fair, but let's continue editing the video. Then at the end, you'll actually see my face. So it's not that bad. And also, let's still talk about the growth. The other thing that I've actually learned along my path is that discipline and consistency always beats perfection. So in whatever that you do, don't rely on waiting to be perfect to start where you want to start. Just start wherever you are. Like, start just like that. I mean, imperfect, nothing is just like that. Wherever you are doubting yourself, you are confused, even if you're just a mess, just start like that. You'll find yourself along the way, and that'll be more better instead of waiting for a perfect time that doesn't actually exist. So you just find yourself and move on like that. And another thing is, if you actually don't have like supportive parents or supportive friends or anything, something like that, please don't try to hurt yourself. Like, don't struggle so hard or look down at yourself like you don't have such kind of a supportive background or supportive people. You just go wherever you are, even if it's your alone journey, even if it's yourself. Actually, just keep on moving like that. There is nothing bad with it. And another thing, can we be friends? Can we be friends? Yeah, actually, I also need friends though, so I'm just asking you to be my friend. Like, to be a friend, a supportive friend, something, someone I can share something with you, and you'll be there for me, and I'll also be there for you. I'll provide the same energy though. Exactly. So let's keep on looking for the video because I've concentrated actually in speaking so much that I've even forgot that I was editing a video. Oh my god. Now this is actually amazing because from all the parts that you have actually edited it together, I can see that something is coming on. Like we are really at the end of editing the video. Now after trimming some parts that we actually don't need them, my exact step that I always do is to, now first let's finish by trimming this last part because I can actually see it's not giving. Now let's see this one, what I've got right here. Actually, I kind of like it. So we are moving to our next part, which is adjusting. We are going to adjust each and everything about the video itself. So number one, we are going to start with, let me see. Okay, the temperature now. For my color and my background, I always like to go with temperature of like negative, because I don't even know if you can see the difference right there, but actually the difference is very possible. Like it's very like very huge. So on my side, like on my videos, I always go with negatives. So let's put the temperature on. Okay, let's put the temperature on like negative something. Now for the tint, it's just like, it's very disturbing. I can't even see correctly myself. Actually, I think this is exactly, that's why. Now guys, we always make mistakes sometimes, but we are going to say it. Now, yeah, I can see that the difference is actually so much visible. Like, maybe let me put it like this so you can be able to like actually focus on the video like this. Now let's go. Let's reduce the saturation back to positive. Okay, saturation we're going to positive 8. Tint we are working with -7, and temperature we are working with negative, I don't know, I'm just working with something that I can look like it's good. That's what I'm working with. Now temperature working with -28. Yep. Then we are going to go with the lightness part, starting with exposure. Exposure we are going with negative, of course. So let's work with -5. So it kind of looks good. On the contrast, we are working with +6. Highlight, highlights we are working with +7, and on shadows we are working on negatives, of course. So -4 on shadows. Then we will move to the whites. Of course, whites should be negative, which is -14 that I'm working with. The blacks, I'm working with -3. Actually, I kinda like, I don't like it. Yeah, -3. Let's put it just there. For the brilliance, we are working with, I don't know, -3. Then we will sharpen with, actually I always put between 50 to 30 right there. So today let's work with 41. And clarity I always put it like the same with sharpen, because I always see like they were just almost equal. So let's put it on 40. After then we apply to all clips. Apply to all clips right there. After then we can see our video on how it looks like. After that, now we are going on captions, and let's first see what we have it. Now, the last thing you're gonna do is go to captions right here, and you're going to generate your captions. Now, we are generating our captions for free, just like that. Now, while generating the captions, we are still going to talk about how hard is it to be like so much consistent, to stay disciplined. People always told us just be disciplined, just do it. But actually it's not that easy, and it's not that simple. Now let's actually, let me face the camera. Now it's not always that simple to stay that consistent, to be that much disciplined and everything like that. Sometimes things are really, really hard. Yeah, you have so many things, and you have still have to like manage it and everywhere. It's actually not that simple. So we're always trying, guys. And if you actually ever seen anyone, maybe your friends or just anyone out there trying their best to show up in each and every way they can, please just support them, be there for them, show them love, show them care. Like whatever, even if it's in social media, they are creating content. The least you can do is just like what they're doing, like repost, comment. Even if this business you can't patronize them, maybe because their service is expensive and you don't have money, the least you can do is support them by showing up, support them by liking what they are doing, support them by actually showing them that you really care, that you are really there for them. It really, really helps. It's not just for pleasure, but it really, really helps. So keep on showing up for other people, and they will do the same to you, even if it's not the same person. Actually, karma is real. You will still, other people will still show up for you. God will bring people that you don't even, you have never even saw them. People that are actually very, very different. They will show up for you. So keep showing up for others, showing up for your friends, show up for your people, show up for your family, something like that. Even if they've done something bad for you. I know it's not easy to forgive, and I won't tell you forgive, but just show up. That's what I'm saying. Now let's move on to our video, because we have actually like forgot what we are doing. Now let's get back. And all our captions have been generated. So the thing that we're going to do is actually like change the, I don't know if you can see the difference though, but actually I'm gonna post it. So you will still see, remember to stick around, and you will still see the difference between the original video and the video that we just adjust each and everything to make it better. So we are going to like edit the details on the captions to fit, from the style to the font, and just like that. Now let's see what we really have right here. Actually, after then everything is done. I've already adjusted the video, already fixed the audio, like increased the voice. I've already what trimmed the unnecessary parts and everything like that. Now the next thing you're going to do is just export our video. That's the whole thing that just remain right here, because the video is actually, like you can see, the video is actually ready. Everything is ready. So let's export it. Now export it, you're going right here. There is export, just like that. And here are the details. I always change the name of the folder. Okay, now let's put the name of the folder. I mean the name of the video. That's always what I put in the name of the folder, which is how to budget on a low income. And that's what I'm going to write right here. How to budget on a low income. And I've actually said again, if you are really interested in this, stick around. That's all. How to budget on a low income. Now then, we export just like that. And I don't know if you can see right there, but right here, you can see down here, our video is still exporting. So guys, thank you so much for being in my life. I really appreciate you for showing up. So I'll see you the next time, and bye. Stay safe and stay wealthy.